During state visit to United States by the President of Kenya, President William Ruto, Tom Mboya, an African leader who played the major role of uniting Kenya and USA and creating a bond which was celebrated as it marked the 60th year. The room was filled by Tom Mboya's achievement many years after his death.
Tom Mboya and the airlift. I will add, in 1959, when Mboya was in the United States, gathering support for the airlift, he joined in a march with American civil rights activists. Just blocks from here, he spoke about our shared struggle for political freedom, economic opportunity, and human dignity. And these 65 years later, I stand proud to acknowledge your leadership, Mr. President, of these same principles. Later on that trip, Mboya was invited to Atlanta, you see the former mayor here, by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. There, as they stood together, Dr. King said, and I quote, "Our struggle is not an isolated struggle. We are all," he said, "caught in an inescapable network of mutuality."
In 1956, Tom Mboya, a rising political leader in Kenya, came here to the United States. He was on a speaking tour about his nation's struggle for independence. Backstage at an event in New York, he met Bill Scheinman, a young American entrepreneur who supported his cause. They hit it off immediately. They decided to continue their conversation at a restaurant, and they ended up talking all night. Mboya shared his efforts to assist rising Kenyan leaders who were going to college. Scheinman wanted to help. In the coming years, they started a foundation to support Kenyans studying in the United States. The group identified outstanding students. They rallied donations. They chartered flights to bring them to U.S. colleges and U.S. universities. Eventually, Mboya convinced a young American senator by the name of John F. Kennedy to provide support. Soon, this program became known as the Kennedy Airlifts. This initiative brought hundreds of Kenyans and other East Africans to the United States over the years. Many became trailblazers in medicine, academia, civil society, government, the media. A number worked alongside Mboya, one of Kenya's founding fathers. Mboya and Scheinman themselves became friends for life. Mboya was the best man at Scheinman's wedding. Years later, when Scheinman died, he was buried in Kenya, next to Mboya. President Ruto, you once said that nations are driven forward and changed by individuals, ordinary men and women who believe that they can make a difference and can change the status quo. Mboya and Scheinman shared that belief and acted on it. So,
to the U.S.-Kenya partnership and in celebration of our network of mutuality. Mr. President, cheers.